This class is called Stabilize Your Scapula and Sweat. So we're going to be working a lot with our scapula. Your scapula is one of three parts of the shoulder joint. You have your scapula back here, you have your glenohumeral joint, and there's a little bit of the sternocleidomastoid going on here with this clavicle bone that comes over and attaches into it and goes into the sternum from there. But will be a quick and efficient class. You'll start off coming down onto your back. Walk your feet in just enough that you have them comfortably on the ground. You don't have to be able to touch your heels or anything. And we're going to press into our feet, lift our pelvis off the ground, extending into the hips. Take your hands over your chest and interlace them, tying your fingers together. And then punch this new single fist up towards the ceiling. You should feel a little bit of shoulder blade protraction. So we're feeling the scapula slide away from each other. We're spreading out some space here for the back. Again, it's not about how high up you are in this ramp pose. It's really more about staying low, staying engaged, and locked on. Pull the shoulder blades back together. So you're bringing them back onto the ribs, and then punch that fist back up towards the ceiling. You're getting a little bit of shoulder spreading and protraction there, and then hug the scapula back onto the ribs. Give it a punch, a spread, and then bring the scapula back. A little punch and spread. Returning the scapula back on to the ribs. Get two more like that, squeezing into the glutes all the while. Make sure those glutes are working for you. You're squeezing them, you're working them. And then we'll stretch the wrists real quick. Just pull back on the left fingers and pulse the hips by extending the hips towards the ceiling. And again, don't worry about how high up you go. It really is truly about getting the hips, where the leg bone's plugging into the pelvis, into some hip extension. Then take that right hand and give it a little stretch as well. Just keep a few more pulses going, rooting that tailbone towards the heels. One more, exhale, stay up. And we'll lower ourselves from the upper, middle, and lower back. Take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, tie those hands behind your skull, elbows come in. Legs go up towards the ceiling. Put a little bend into the knees. Inhale. Exhale, lift your shoulders off of the ground. Lower your right foot towards the ground, just like halfway, and then cross your right leg underneath your left leg. So we're squeezing those legs together, feeling everything consolidate into the core. Uncross the right leg, bring it back in line with the left. Inhale and lower. The knees don't have to be straight. Exhale and lift. We're going to pull into the belly, lower the left leg down. Cross your left thigh under your right thigh. So these two are squeezing together. We're getting a little scoop of our tailbone. This is a quick, efficient core series. Left hand comes up, or left leg comes back up. Inhale and lower. Exhale and lift. Lower that right leg down. So cross your right thigh underneath your left thigh and scoop your tailbone, twist a little to the left. This little twist to the left, we're staying off our left shoulder blade. Come back through center, uncross the legs, inhale and lower. Exhale and lift, everything gathers together. Left leg lowers, cross the left thigh under the right thigh, squeeze them together and then twist a little to the right. You guys stay off that right shoulder blade. I know it's gonna wanna collapse down, so keep it up. Bring that left foot back, unwind, inhale and lower. Last one here, throw a little reach into it. Exhale and lift. Right foot lowers. Cross that right leg under the left leg. Squeeze them together. Take a little twist to the left and reach your right arm past your left thigh. Maybe push your right forearm into your left top of the thigh and feel that consolidate in the core. Hand comes back, legs uncrossed. Inhale, one more. Exhale and lift. Everything gathers together. Left leg lowers, cross left thigh under right thigh. Squeeze them together. Root the tailbone. Take a little twist to the right and reach that left arm past the right thigh. Try to press your left forearm into your right thigh. Whoa, hands come back, left leg comes back, inhale, and lower, feet come down. Come around onto your forearms. We're going right into a dolphin pose. We're gonna be doing a shoulder shrug. So bring our shoulders up towards our ears and then pulling them back down onto our back ribs. Start it off in forearms, hands are down or fingers interlaced. Tuck your toes and release the neck. Now with the toes tucked, the forearms down, push into them, hover the knees, and then hoist your pelvis towards the ceiling. With the knees bent just a little bit, you're gonna push down to those forearms and hold those low ribs in. Then start to shoulder shrug here. So as you push your forearms down, feel your shoulder blades shrug up a little bit more towards the ears and allow those shoulder blades to come back down towards the hips. So you're shrugging them up towards the ears, and honestly, gravity will just kind of pull them back down for you. But you're pushing those forearms, get that shoulder shrug, and then allow your shoulder blades to hug onto those back ribs. So it's kind of like they're shrugging up to the ears, shrugging towards those hips, up to the ears, and towards those hips. Just going up and down, creating a little bit of space and heat. Remember, we're setting a stable scapula. We're going to get this sweat going. Let's get another 3. So full shrug, 2, and 1. Really nice. Pushing your forearms and come on up to the top of the mat. Let's get moving with it in our sun salutation. 1, arms by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come down, right foot steps back. Right knee comes down, you can lower the top of the foot and inhale, reach the arms forward and up. 90-90 low lunge, consolidate the torso. Hands come down, plant the palms, step the left foot back to meet the right. Glutes are on, lower your knees, lower all the way to the floor. Head of the arm bones stay lifted. Pull back your hands in cobra, root your tailbone, tuck your toes, press and lift, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, left knee comes down. You can lower the top of the foot, inhale, arms reach forward and up. Consolidate the core, so front ribs are pulling in, not popping out. Hands come down, load the palms, fingertips are fine too. Step the left foot to meet the right at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Left foot steps back, left knee comes down. Toes are tucked, inhale, arms reach forward and up. Squeeze that left glute to get the length in the side body. Hands come down. Plant the palms, step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower the knees, lower all the way to the floor. Head of the arm bone, stay lifted. Pull back your hands in cobra, root your tailbone, lift the belly, press and lift, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, right knee comes down. Toes can be tucked, or if it's more comfortable, have them untucked. You can always go with that. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. It's just a different opening for your foot. Hands come down, plant the palms or fingertips. Right foot steps to meet the left. Exhale and hinge. Feel your ribs on the tops of your thighs. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come down. Bend the knees as much as you need. Right foot steps back, right knee comes down. You can have the foot tucked or untucked. Inhale, first reach the arms forward and up. Make sure that right glute is working, holding you up. Bring the hands down in front of the chest and spread the fingers, palms are out in front of you. And then plug your arm bones back into your shoulder sockets. So remember when we had those hands together, when we were punching forward and squeezing the shoulder blades back. Get that squeeze back feeling, then hands come down, frame out the front foot, tuck your right toes behind you, left leg goes up and back, 3-legged down dog. Weight stays equal in the hands and the right foot. Step your left foot halfway up the mat. It's going to land under the left hip and then come into standing L, pulling your chest over your palms. Elbows stay straight, right leg is up and back. 2 more times, right foot comes down, left leg goes up and back. 3-legged down dog, left foot steps, it's about halfway, then shift your chest over your hands, standing L. Right foot comes down, left leg goes up and back, 3-legged down dog, left foot steps, last one, standing L. Try, keep your elbows straight, keep pushing into the hands, bring your chest over your hands. Notice if you're still pretty far behind it, try and bring it forward. You can bend your left knee more. Right foot comes down, exhale, hinging at your hips, top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come down, left foot steps back. Left knee comes down. You can have those toes tucked or not. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Again, make sure that left glute is working and then hands come in front of your chest. Spread the fingers and plug your arm bones back into that shoulder socket. It's like ready to go. Hands come down, frame out the right foot, left toes tuck, right leg goes up and back. Same thing here, 3-legged down dog. Hands are on the ground, left foot, hands, weight is equal between them. Right foot steps about halfway up the mat. Load the hands, bring your chest over the space between your palms. Elbows are straight, standing L. Left foot lands at the back of the mat, right leg goes up and back, 3-legged down dog. Right foot steps halfway up, load the hands, bring it forward, standing L, core is on, left foot lands, right leg goes back, 3-legged down dog. One more here, right foot steps, standing L, push into your hand, really feel those shoulder blades, come onto the back ribs, the left foot lands next to the right, exhale, inhale, arms reach forward and up. Use sun salutation A's to really get that heat going. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come down, step or hop back, plank pose, lower to the ground, head of the arm bone stay lifted. Pull back your hands in cobra, root your tailbone, lift, downward, facing dog. Hips come high, feet come together, bend and straighten, give a little push. You try a little hop, loading the scapula, or staying down dog breathing, or bend and straighten the knees. Your choice there. Feet come down, inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands come down, step or hop back. Plank pose, lower, knees or not. Cobra, inhale, lift the chest by rooting the tailbone, lifting your belly into the low back. Press, downward facing dog. Power dog, Spread the toes, hands are down. Push through those toes. You feel a little elevation. Just don't let that pelvis tip you forward. Keep those legs low if you have to. Feet come forward, inhale, arms reach forward and up. Last one like that. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands come down, step back, plank pose, lower, knees are not. Pull back, inhale. Shoulders root. And then tuck the toes, press downward facing dog. One big breath in that down dog. Fill up the back like a big balloon. Pull into the belly with the exhale, and start your shoulder shrugs again. So now in down dog instead of dolphin. If you notice this is really hard and your chest is collapsed back, you gotta bring your face out of your armpits, right? That's a cue we like to give here in these classes. Don't be down in your armpits. Lift up out of your armpits. Keep those shoulder shrugs going. So you're pushing into the hands, you're elevating the shoulders up to your ears, and then you're pulling them down towards the hips. So you get a little push into the hands, it elevates it up to the ears, and then you pull those shoulders down. But you still keep that engagement through the hands. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto the knees, quadruped. So from our quadruped, right hand stays down, right knee stays down. Send the left foot to the back of the mat, turn to the left. Your right foot can kick out behind you a little bit, modified side plank. So the left foot's back at the back of the mat, the left arm is up, right knee's under the right hip, right hand's down. Come back into your quad. Left hand comes down, left knee comes down. So we're in all fours, right side stays down, the right foot can kick out a little bit to help your balance here. So load the right side, send the left leg back, left arm lifts. You might even lift that left leg up. Left hand comes down next to that right knee. Left knee comes down next to the right knee, left hand comes next to the right hand. We'll bring ourselves back into modified side plank. So left side goes up, right side is down, left side comes back down into quad. It's just those 2 moves. You come into modified side plank on the right side, left leg is lifted or not. Quadruped, left knee meets the right knee, left hand's next to the right hand. One more time, modified side plank, load this right shoulder, feel that scapula, stable on the back ribs. Step your left foot up to your right hand and open up for goddess. We're just gonna bring our arms by our side and bop our shoulders. Whew. So we've been doing these shoulder shrugs, and now we're gonna let our shoulders breathe a little bit with these bops, just lifting them, lowering them, up and down a few more times. And slow your shoulder bops down, reach those arms out, windmill to the front of the mat again, land the hands, left foot steps back to meet the right. Downward facing dog, shoulder shrugs. Push into your palms to get this shoulder elevation, and then pull those shoulders down onto those back ribs. So it's kind of like they're pushing up towards your ears, and then they're pulling down towards your glutes. Imagine just this little shoulder, that's why it's a shoulder scrub. It's like you're taking those 2 triangle bones of the scapula, you're scrubbing out all this tissue that's between them and the ribs, making up a big part of that shoulder joint, that scapula. All right, 3, 2, and 1, knees come down. We're gonna take our modified side plank over to the left side. So left hand is down, left knee stays down. You can kick that left foot out behind you a little bit. Right leg goes back, right arm comes up. So in our modified side plank, left hand, left knee down, right leg back, right arm up. Come back to your quad, practicing a little scapular stability on the left side now. Right foot goes back, right arm comes up. Modified side plank, option to lift that right leg or feel free to keep it down. Right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Quad, modified side plank, right goes back, right goes up, left stays down. Right comes down, quad. 2 more, modified side plank, left side loads, right side comes down, quad. Modified side plank, left side loads, right side comes down, quad. Last modified side plank, remember this time we're coming to goddess, so step the right foot up and turn to the left. Once you land that left heel down and find a stance, you can get your tailbone rooted, roll your shoulders back 1 at a time. So we'll find all these moves in our little stream that'll be coming up in just a few minutes here, but we wanna just make sure that we're getting an opportunity to practice all these things and really take your time here, roll these shoulders 1 at a time, really explore what might feel a little sticky for you. All right, reach the arms out, take a windmill to the front of the mat, land your hands, step your right foot back to meet the left. Take 1 breath in here. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Rise up for high lunge. So just reach those arms up. We're gonna keep the knee up this time. Turn to the right, side lunge to the right. Nice to get that big side lunge to the right, and then side lunge to the left, side lunge to the right. So we'll do a few back and forth. Just catching that first one with a breath. 1 more time to the back, come to the front, standing L. So we already did this one. Hands are down. We're going to slide the left foot back underneath that left hip. Load the palms. Option to lean into the hands. Just a little extra option to play around with, or come onto the toes and feel a little more lean. And everybody land that left heel down. Walk your hands up your left leg. Airplane, strong, tall, everything held together here. Walk your hands back down. Hands land, right foot lands, left foot steps back. Downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Exhale, step the right foot forward, rise up to high lunge. So right foot is forward, high lunge. Just an inhale here, left knee is up, turn to the left. Breath here for side lunge to the left. And then pressing the left foot, side lunge to the right, side lunge to the left. So moving a little more dynamically now from side to side. Keep sitting your hips back in space. Remember that cue. Pull your femur bone. That's your big leg bone that goes from your hip to your knee. Pull that femur bone back in the hip socket. Come to the front, standing L. Hands land. Probably slide your right foot back. Bring your chest over your hands. So first we stack our shoulders over our hands, and then we stack our pelvis over our shoulders. But until our shoulders get over our hands, there's just no, we don't have the base, right? I'm not gonna get the pelvis over the hands and then leave the shoulders behind. So then from here, right foot is down, walk the hands up, airplane. Bend the right knee just a little bit. I like my right hand on my right hip crease, left hand just above that right knee, bracing for support on that thigh. Hands walk back down, step the left foot down to the back of the mat, step the right foot back to meet it. One breath in, down dog. Bend and straighten the knees. Press or hop to the top of the mat. You decide what you're feeling. But land at the top. Whew. And let's get ready to throw this whole thing together here. So grab a quick sip of water, wipe off some sweat. We're gonna throw some extra moves in. There'll be some inversion and some opportunities. Know that those are just what they are. Opportunities. We don't have to take them. They're just there to encourage maybe a little extra sweat or a little extra challenge if you know your body's craving that. But come to the top of the mat, meet me here with your arms by your side. Take an inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come down. Right foot steps back, right knee comes down. You can lower the foot or not. Arms reach forward and up. So first get the length in the side body, then bring your palms in front of your chest. Plug your arm bones into those shoulder sockets. Hands land down. Now the right toes will tuck. Left leg goes up and back. Three-legged down dog. Step the left foot forward, standing L. Bring your chest over top of those hands. Right foot lands, three-legged down dog. You could try a little hop from that right foot. Left foot steps, standing L. You could try a little lean into those shoulders from there. Right foot comes down, three-legged down dog. It's a little hop, a little balance. Left foot comes forward, standing L. Option to get a little lean into it. And just those leans are just an option. You can stick with standing L and three-legged down dog. One more, three-legged down dog. One more, standing L. Hands come over top, or sorry, chest comes over top of those hands. Feel that balance there. Just get another quick breath here. Lower the right foot down, send the left leg up and back, and lower the forearms down for dolphin. Whoa, right foot is down, left leg is up, forearms are down. Shrug your shoulders here. Just 5, so push your forearms into the ground. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Gravity is gonna do the work. 2 and 1, I didn't forget about you. Left foot comes down, knees come down. Stay on your forearms here. Let's get a quick cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. Push into those forearms. Spread the back like a big balloon. And come up into your quadruped. We'll start off modified side plank on the right side. We're gonna throw the goddess in right away. So quadruped, right hand stays down, right knee stays down. Modified side plank, left foot can stay down, left arm reaches up, or lift that left leg. Now everybody, step your left foot up to the right hand, turn the right thigh open, goddess. You kind of land in it. Right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Left leg goes back, modified side plank, left arm is up. Quadruped, just restabilize here for a moment. Left knee down, left hand down, everything stable, core is on. Pressing that right hand, pressing that right hip, left leg goes back, left arm reaches up. Modified side plank, step the left foot up to the right hand, you can kind of hop into your goddess. Right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Modified side plank on that right side, left arm is up, left leg is back, left hand comes down, left knee comes down. Quadruped, reset it. One more time, modified side plank. Remember that right foot can kick out like a bicycle kickstand to help you balance. Left foot steps, goddess. Open up into it. Let's get some side bends. Goalpost your arms, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches over. 2 breaths here. Come back through center with an inhale. Let yourself arrive with the exhale. So left forearm to left thigh, and then 2 breaths from there. Really breathing that right side rib. Bring your hands down, step it back into downward facing dog. So one more time here, left foot steps forward, rise up for high lunge. Side lunge to the right, right hip sits back, walk the hands forward. Standing L, left foot slides back, chest comes over the hands. Standing L here, you could try a little lean into it. Left foot comes down, we're doing this 3 times. Let's walk it up. Airplane, left hand comes to left hip, right hand over that left leg can really help secure you here. Walk the hands back down, standing L. Just get your elbows straight, bring your chest over your hands. That's all I care about. Walk the hands up, airplane, left knee is bent. Hands walk down, standing L. You can always lean into it. Bring those shoulders over the hands. Bring your pelvis over your shoulders. Forget about your legs. They don't matter for that. Handstand. Hands walk up. Left hand's on the left hip. Right hand's on the left leg. Airplane. And then right knee comes behind the left ankle. You're in a seated spiral. If you're like me, you're a little tight in the hips. Kick your bottom leg out here. And let's roll our shoulders back a few times. Just like we did in that one goddess. Just one at a time here. Help free up everything around the back ribs. Oh, really nice. So from there, let's go ahead and unwind to the front of the mat. We'll just step our right foot to meet our left foot. You can even give yourself a little rib shimmy here and forward fold. But then let's come on up with that strong core. One more side to go. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands come down, left foot steps back, left knee can come down. Remember, toes can be tucked or not. Arms reach forward and up, hands come forward. Spread the fingers, plug your arm bone into that shoulder socket. Now when you bring your hands down and send the right leg up for 3-legged down dog, shoulders are ready to go. Right foot steps halfway up, load your right foot, bring your chest over your hands. Standing L. It's not a standing split. It's a standing L. Your hands are under your chest. You bring your left foot down, right leg goes up and back. 3-legged down dog, right foot steps, standing L. Shift that weight, bring your chest over your hands. Left foot comes down. Remember, you could always throw your hops in here. So it could be a hop and 3-legged down dog. Then when you step your right foot, go ahead, load it. Get a little lean into it. Left foot comes down, 3-legged down dog. Could be a little hop. When the right foot steps halfway, you load it, bring your chest over first. That'll give you a little bit more of a fair opportunity to get that lean. One more 3-legged down dog. Whee. One more standing L. From that standing L, we're gonna come to our dolphin. So left foot is down at the back of the mat, forearms come down, right leg goes up, shoulder shrug here. Left foot is down, right leg is up. Dolphin, you can always be in classic dolphin with both feet down. Keep shrugging your shoulders, up to the ears, shrug. 3, 2, 1. Lower the right foot down, knees come down. Come up on your hands. From quadruped, we'll do our cat-cow. You're welcome to stay down on the forearms if you just really liked how that felt before and you want to do it again. So now we have a little more freedom in the pelvis, a little more movement, just from the nature of our forearms being up. Left hand is down, left knee is down. Under that left hip. So remember, left hand stays down, left knee stays down, left foot can kick out a little bit, right leg goes back, right arm comes up, modified side plank, option to lift that right leg, goddess. Right foot steps, turn to the left, open up to your goddess, sit the hips down. Left hand comes down, left knee comes down, modified side plank to quad, right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Left side stays down, right leg goes back, right arm comes up, modified side plank, step the right foot, or you can kind of like hop into your goddess as you turn to the left. Left hand comes down, left knee comes down, modified side plank, one more quadruped, right hand down, right knee down, modified side plank, use that left shoulder blade. Hug it onto those back ribs, step the right foot, or give a little hop into your goddess. Side bends, goalpost the arms. Take an inhale here, use an exhale to come over, and then take 2 breaths. You can breathe this one through your lips, right? Ooh, just felt a little adjustment to my neck just by releasing my left ear over to my left shoulder. Come back through center, left forearm to left thigh, left arm reaches over, use the exhale to arrive, and then 2 breaths. Ooh, nice adjustment on the left too. Uh-oh, how am I holding my neck? Really good, everyone. Down dog, hands come down, plant the palms, right leg steps back to meet the left and then goes up in three-legged down dog. This is our last one. Step that right foot forward, rise up for your high lunge, left knee bends, turn to the left, side lunge to the left. Our last big move, standing L, hands walk forward, slide that right foot back, chest is over the hands. You might lean into it. Right foot comes down, walk the hands up, bent knee airplane, hands walk down, load them, standing L. Hug that bottom leg in more than kicking it up. It's a trick, right? That kick up, it's gonna lead us astray. We'll walk it back up, standing one leg airplane, hands walk down, standing L. Don't even have to be up long, just feel it. And then walk that right hand up to that right hip, left hand behind that, or on top of that right thigh. One more breath. Left knee comes behind the right ankle. And again, if you're lifted on the right cheek, I'm tight in my hips, so I'm often feeling that. Kick my bottom leg out. Boom, nice and even. Roll it. So now we're just mobilizing the scapula. We spent so much time working. And we'll slowly unwind to the left. This time come to quadruped bow. Just like we started, and we'll circle our ribs a few times. Up, around to the side, bring it down, pulling the chest forward. Feel free to take as many as you like, sort of let your body just kind of tell you what it needs and then change directions. So you're definitely welcome to circle well past my instructions of circling. If you feel like, especially one side needs that level of unwinding. So much good stuff that starts to get freed from these congested side ribs. Come onto your back. It'll be a really short Shavasana. So if you want longer in Shavasana, feel free to just pause this tape, lay down, and hit play when you're ready. Otherwise, we'll just take a few breaths here. Legs can be long or feet can be walked in with the knees bent. I will often even like to turn my toes in towards each other. It allows my knees to drop in, frees up my low back a little to just release that low back and let the tailbone get long. Notice if your chin really lifts on you when you lay down. See if you can get that thing down. Get your neck long, just like your low back is now. Again, if you'd like to stay here longer, feel free to do what you need. Take the time to retune. When you're ready, if the feet are still walked in, let the legs go long. So as you inhale and reach the arms overhead, you can tie the fingers together and make that fist that we started off with, but reach it overhead and point your toes. It's like waking up in your bed, you know? Nice big stretch. You really might be awakening your body for the first time today. Pull the knees in towards your torso, rock yourself over to one side, and just use your top arm to make your way up to comfortable seated position. So hopefully feeling a little more stable, a little more set in that scapula, and with all that scapula stability, you built a little bit of the heat from inside, that little internal flame. And it is that fire that we work on, that you feel in this lit practice when you engage that core, when you move in meaningful ways, that fire inside of you, that's the same light that shines from within each and every one of us. And so the light that shines in me and burns within me feels and sees that light and heat within you. And so I bow to that light, and I'm grateful for the warmth that you provide in my life. Namaste.